Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we are going to make a necklace to match this bracelet and earring set that we made using products from the Bargain Bead box. So I really like this, and I wasn't going to do a necklace because I only had a few of these chunks left, and I thought, well, I'm not going to be able to make, but I figured out a way to do it that I can use just the ones that I have here. So it's going to match the necklace and bracelet. So we're using these chunk beads, we're using these really pretty cracked glass rondelles, and these cuboids. I have this toggle. I didn't have another one of these. I wish I had, but I didn't, so this is pretty close to it. I'm going to use it. I have a length of Coriana chain here, and I'm going to be cutting this in half. Let me see how much I have here. I've got about 11 inches. So per side, so 22 inches total. I don't want this necklace to be real long. I want it to be not really choker style, but definitely not very long, okay? I have eye pins, and I have head pins, and I have oval jump rings. You can buy these oval jump rings on my website if you're interested. I like them a lot. I also have these clamshell connectors on my website, and I've got 4 little 2x2 crimp beads here. These are just the cheapo crimp beads, not soft flex or bead-alon. I save those for other projects that I really need to crimp correctly. But all I'm doing with this is using these crimp beads as a stopper for these, okay? So that you can use your junky crimp beads if you have any. Okay, so our encouraging word for today is goals are pure fantasy unless you have a specific plan to achieve them. And that's Stephen Covey, and that is true. Okay. So what we're going to do first is we're going to make our links, just like we did on the necklace or on the bracelet and the earrings. And if I will link that video in the description box below this one, we're going to be making 3. So I'm going to grab out 3 eye pins here. And all I'm going to do is put a cuboid bead on and then 3 of my chunks. So with the chunks, I'm just trying to make them to where they lay kind of flat against each other. This one doesn't want to go on the eye pin. There we go. And we'll do the flat part of this one. They're kind of hard to find the holes in sometimes. Where is the flat part? Is there a hole in this one? There has to be. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. So there is one of our little links, and I'm going to do a cuboid bead on the other end, and I'm just going to bend this 90 degrees. I'm going to trim it off. I trim mine pretty small. I like small loops. And I'm going to roll this back with my round nose pliers. Just make sure that it's closed. Nothing's going to fall off. And there's your first little link. And we're going to do the same thing 2 more times. So let's go ahead here. You have to really look sometimes for the holes in these. And we'll use this guy and another cuboid. Same thing. The Coriana chain is available on my website as well in several different metals. If you're interested in it, I really like it. It's pretty. And it's pretty if it shows. And you can bead right on it, which we're not doing for this necklace, but you can. For the most part. Most beads will fit on it. Okay. Let's find the hole in this one. There we go. Oh, I forgot my cuboid. Don't want to forget him because he's adding the little pretty sparkle to this whole thing. This one nugget I felt looked kind of pink. And I wasn't going to use it, but I have to make this necklace. I wouldn't have enough if I didn't, but it's kind of got a pinkish tint to it. And the rest don't, so it kind of stands out. Hopefully not too much. All right, and roll this one back. All right, and there we have it. We have our 3 links. Now what I'm going to do is take 3 jump rings, or 2 jump rings actually, and I'm going to hook these together using the jump rings. And I know I say this in almost every video, but if I don't, somebody inevitably asks me, why do you hook them together with the jump rings? Because I feel like it makes them lay better and they don't get kind of bound up like they can when you hook the links together. And I want that pink guy to be on the edge, not in the middle. So make sure that I hook the other one over here. Okay, so there is our little, that's going to be our little focal in the middle of the necklace. Now, we need to make a couple of dangles here. And I didn't do it on the bracelet, but I'm almost tempted to use these cuboid beads on either side of this. Just, I really do think that's pretty. I'm going to try it and see how it looks, okay? Bend this 90 degrees. I didn't do that on the bracelet or the earrings, so I don't know if I should do it on the necklace, but we'll just see how it looks. So if I hang that there, it's going to be that versus, where are the rest of my eye pins? Here we go. If I just do the single link like on here, I think I'm just going to do the single one. I do like that, but I really do want it to match everything else really well. So I'm just going to do the single link. You could do it either way you wanted. You could even do the cuboids and everything on the bracelet and the earrings, and then it would all match if you wanted to do that. Okay, so I'm making that guy. And one more. I have either used all of my eye pins, or head pins, or I have shoved them underneath this chain over here. Now I can't find them. There we go. Oh, they're right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm losing it today. Like I said in the last video, it's been a really busy few weeks for us. We've had a lot of company. We have been out of town, and I'm going out of town at the end of May again, flying back with my younger son, and he'll be here for like 10 days. And then my older son is coming in July, and then I'm going to Delray Beach for a week with my friends in the end of June. So it's been a really busy summer, which I'm thankful. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just having trouble focusing on things. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. And now we're just going to hang this one over here. Now on the bracelet, I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to which side of the jump ring I hung it on. You know, I didn't really care about that on there. But on the necklace, I do want them to definitely hang from the bottom of the jump rings on both of them. So you kind of have to make sure that you put them in the right spot. And what I mean by that is, see how now when this lays, these are both hanging from the bottom half of the jump ring. If I would have put this guy up here, he'd be poking up. So you don't want that on your necklace part, I don't think. Okay, so there's that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hook the chain on. And what I want to do is cut this in half. I'm just bending it, you know, just in half and cutting it. So it's about 11 inches per side. So I'm going to hook one side on here. And by how I do that is I take my little clamshell connectors and my little crimp beads. Okay, so I'm going to, how am I going to do this? Like I said, I can't think. I'm going through the hole on the clamshell connector. I am going to take my little crimp bead and put it on the end here, and just using my chain nose pliers. I'm not trying to crimp it like I normally would tiger tail. I'm just crimping it on this chain to hold the place, to hold this on, the connector on. So I'm just going to take it toward the end and bend it down, you know, just crimp it down. Pull it to make sure that you did not crimp too hard that you cut your chain, because that can happen. But you don't want to do that. And then I'm just going to close this up, and I have a little connection right there. See, I can hook that right on there, and I may even hang these from them. We'll see. And then I'm going to do my other side the same way. So going up through the bottom of my, they call these culottes, I think, as well, but I'll just call them clamshell connectors because I don't know, I just do. Okay, smashing this guy down, tugging, making sure it's secure, and closing it right up. All right, so now I'm going to hook these onto my links, but what I want to do is make sure that I lay this down so that my dangles are hanging down. You want to be really careful how you put this together because you don't want things twisted up the wrong way. And because my dangles are hanging perfectly like I want them, I'm just going to take this and not really moving that, just kind of picking it up and putting it through so that it hangs correctly. It doesn't flip anything. We keep everything hanging just like we have it laid out on the mat. And close this up. Okay, same thing on this side. Making sure that these are hanging correctly. And then I'm going to take my jump ring. I'm going to not really move this, just put it through there just like it's laying. And put this one through and then close it up. Just like that. Okay, and there we have it. Now you want to hold this up on yourself, decide where that you want it to hang. Mine is too long. I'm going to have to trim a little bit of my chain because I don't want it to be I don't want it to be very long. But I think what I might do is, while I have this laying the way that I want it, I might hang a couple of the dangles from here as well. So let's make one more. Yeah, I think I am going to do that. So I'm just going to take this guy and, just like we've been doing, just make the little dangle. And I'm just going to hang it from that jump ring right there. Right here. And again, trying to make sure that I have everything laying the way that I want it and hanging him from the correct position on that jump ring. Close it up. I think I do like them on there. I like having that extra one on there. So we're going to do one over here now. Same thing. If you hear that screaming outside, our little neighbor boy, he's like 2. He's so cute. And he's very, very vocal all the time. Like he's always yelling or doing something. He's so cute though. He's out there right now yelling in the front yard. Well, not my front yard, but their front yard, which is right across the street from me. So you can probably hear him. We have a little 2-year-old boy across the street and a little 2-year-old girl and like or maybe she's 3. Sophia may be 3. And like an 18-month-old little sisters that live next door. I think Sophia must be 3 and Sylvia's 18 months. They're so cute though. All right. So there's our necklace now. What I'm going to do up here is I'm going to cut a little bit off the ends of mine. Probably a good 2 inches, 2.5 inches off each side because I had it about that much too long. I really want this one to be short. Okay, I'm going to hold it up again and make sure. Yeah, that's much more like I want it. And then we're just doing the same thing over here. We're just going to take our chain and go through our little lobster claw thing, or clamshell claw, whatever. I can't remember what they're called. Clamshell. And then we're going to go right on here with our bead and just smash this down. Again, make sure that it's secure, not going to come loose, or your chain's not going to break there. And same thing over here. Oops. Sometimes they're fiddly to get on there, little teeny tiny things. There we go. And I'm going to bend that one, check it, and close it right up. So now we have connections on both ends, and we can put our toggle on. So here's my toggle. It's hooked together with this one. And I'm just going to hook them on with the matching jump rings that I've been using. And we're going to have a beautiful necklace to go with our bracelet and earring set. Chris and I are going to a Petra concert in Jacksonville tonight, and I may wear this. And yes, Petra's old, but they are still touring. All right, so here we go, and there we have our cute little necklace. Really pretty, to go with our little earrings and bracelet. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're interested in subscribing to Bargain Bead Box, I'll have a link in the description box below. And yeah, I really like this set. I think it turned out super cute. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.